This morning we are serving up signature American cuisine, and our chef in a shoestring is Geoffrey Zakarian, chef and owner of the Lambs Club here in New York City. When he's not busy in the kitchen, he's also a judge on Chop, and he's going to be a contestant on the upcoming season of The Next Iron Chef. So to kick off the fall season, he's going to whip up a delicious 3-course meal on a budget of just $40. Geoffrey, thanks for coming in.
Russ, good morning. Nice to be here.
Good morning. What's in the menu today?
Okay, we have white peaches, which are amazing right now. I know it's September going to October, but right now it's very warm still, and these are just at the end of the season. They're spectacular. So we have the white peach and mozzarella salad. The king of all mozzarelas is burrata. And then we'll do a Fluke Ceviche with lime. All right. And then we're going to do a floating island, or in French we call it a Marinade with some walnuts.
It looks delicious.
Should we start?
Some of that later. Okay, where are we going to start? Right here.
Peaches. So what I'm just going to do is I've cut these off the seed. There's no need to seed them. You just cut them down the side. And I'm going to show you a little trick to seed them, to skin them. You just take the knife, just place it here, and just push it lightly, and the seed comes off. I don't like to serve a lot of these things with seeds. I think it's much nicer without seeds or skins. All right. Okay, and I just arrange it artfully on the plate. All right, and then we're going to make a vinaigrette, a basil seed vinaigrette, which is a real sort of unusual approach. But what it does is it looks like this. Looks like tapioca, but when you start it out, it looks like this. It's sort of seeds that you get. You can get this in the hardware store. Right. Very inexpensive. Yes, store. Before you go planting. Okay. All right. For in the spring, you get these. You just hydrate in some water. You pour water in them, and they look sort of like almost tapioca-like. Right. You add oil, vinegar, some balsamic, a little bit of salt and pepper, and voila, that's what it looks like. Okay. Okay, so it's really sort of a luscious take, and every time you have a bite of this, it pops in your mouth of basil. Yeah, it's really remarkable.
I can't wait to do that.
Okay. The seeds are next, and then the burrata. So the burrata cheese is the inside of mozzarella, and this is really the best of the best of the best of the mozzarella. Okay. So I'm just taking a very little bit because it's expensive. This is actually the most expensive thing on this whole dinner, so it's going to be very careful, but it's a first course. So we're just going to drape it over on top of these really sweet peaches.
Okay, no seconds on this is what you're saying.
Well, you can have seconds. You can. I'll give you seconds. That's no problem. And you're just going to, you don't have to arrange it so it falls, because it's going to fall. It's just going to drape over there. All right. And then a little tiny bit of salt, some pepper, right? All right. And then we're going to finish it with the vinaigrette, which I really love. And you see how nice that looks?
It's just very nice.
Just sort of clings so wonderfully.
Gotta get my fork out.
And a little pickled onions, which we've made ahead of time, but very inexpensive vinegar, celery seeds, peppercorns, water, cheap vinegar. You just boil it and it's done. All right, some basil. If you want to take 1 or 2 pieces of those
okay. I'm going to grab a bite. While I'm grabbing a bite, let's go to the Fluke Ceviche.
Okay, fantastic. So the next is Fluke Ceviche. And why I like this dish is, again, it's summer and it's light. So we're still in a very warm period of time. Right. And this is a really delicious way to stretch the money in the budget. So first I'm going to start with the marinade. We're going to put onion, red onion, some garlic, some celery, some honey, all in a blender. I know it looks strange. Some lime juice, a little bit of honey. Yeah. And we are going to give that a zap. Okay. And presto, salt and pepper, which you always need.
Geoffrey, I've got a minute.
Sure.
So you got to get through everything here.
Sure. And then we blend this all together. Right. And then it looks like this. Right? It's very light and delicious. Has a nice acidic bite to it. We're just going to drape it right over here. All right. And then we're going to add some garnish. We're going to add our avocado. Just a few pieces. We're going to add some beautiful radishes, which we've stretched by cutting them very, very thin. Again, a little bit of pepper, salt, and some cilantro. Great.
And very, very, very quickly, the floating island.
Floating island.
Give me the little second version.
A little pastry cream, very simple, with orange, some walnuts, and a little bit of cocoa
floating.
powder. Yeah, it's floating.
All over the plate.
Or Falanege in French, if you want to get fancy. That's it. $38, I think. We came almost close.
We're going to see. We're going to see how low you are. It's coming up. All right. Don't get ahead of us.
We're talking pennies here.
Here is the total.
$39.90. All right.
You made it.
Hey, you
I gotta give it to you.
This is delicious.
Thank you.
Of course, you didn't quite make the leaderboard there, but you know what? This is insane. Of course. This is really good.
Thank you.
Delicious.